Hey guys, this is part 2 of my guide on how to do the pretzel pose in yoga, also known as the self-sucking pose. It has a proper yoga name. I'll put that on the screen here, but I can't remember what it's called. If you've not watched part 1, I'd recommend watching that first, because in that video I go over a couple of different stretches that I used to help me first managing to get into the position. And this video, I'm going to show you a new stretch technique that I'm using to try and get deeper into the position for a deeper stretch. I'm first going to go over it, I'm going to talk you through it first, and then I'm going to show you me doing it because it's quite a strenuous pose and I want to focus on my breathing while I'm stretching. So I'll do a voiceover for that section. But basically, let me give you a quick rundown on what we're going to do. And this will work, the idea behind this, the theory, should work with any stretching pose, like if you're trying to do the splits or anything. So, the technique. When you stretch, you normally go for like an 8 or a 9 out of 10 on your personal pain scale. And that should be when you feel it tugging and it's a little bit uncomfortable, but your breathing can stay the same. Your breathing doesn't change and it doesn't hurt. That's the level of intensity you want to go for, an 8 or a 9 out of 10. And normally when you hold a stretch in this position, all you're doing is lengthening your muscles and stretching them. That's why it's called stretching. With this technique, what we do is we get into an 8 or a 9 out of 10 position, like as deep as you can get, almost as deep, comfortably. And then once you're in that position, all the muscles that you feel strained and stretched, we tense them. We clench them and tense them. So they'll be along our back for this pose and underneath our thighs and along the bottoms of your legs. And you want to tense up for about 10 seconds and then relax. And what this does is instead of just stretching the muscles, it strengthens them. Like the tensing makes it focus on the correct muscles that we're going to try and stretch more, and it builds strength in them. And by doing this, it means, well, you just you can stretch a lot faster and make progress a lot quicker. Because I've been kind of stuck at my current progress, and I want to be able to go deeper, deeper into the stretch that is. This is a safe for work video. So yeah, we're going to tense for 10 seconds. Then you're going to relax, you're going to fall out of the stretch, you're going to shake out your muscles a little bit, and that 10 seconds is going to count as 1 rep. And we're going to do it 10 times. So 10 times, 10 seconds of tensing up in a 9 out of 10 position for however deep you can get. And that's basically the technique. And I do this twice a week is a good amount to do it. If you're feeling really sore, of course, take a week off and make sure you let your muscles recover. And just never go for a 10 out of 10 stretch, because that's how you do injuries and hurt yourself. You want to make sure you can still breathe. You want to make sure you're still relaxed. Even though it feels a little bit uncomfortable, you should still be relaxed and able to breathe happily. Okay then, I think that's about all the points. I'm going to stop the video now, check that I've not missed anything, and then I'll get into the next stage. I just remembered one more important point that I need to do myself before we get going, and that is to warm up. You want to make sure that your muscles are nice and loose, so you might want to put some nice music on. I don't trust YouTube's DMCA screwing me, so I'm not playing music, but you might want to put some nice music on and just do some jogging on the spot for 2 minutes, just to warm up your legs and loosen your muscles a bit. And it's a good idea to do this before and after the stretch. Okay, back in a minute. Okay, I just finished my warm-up. I hope you have too, because it will stop you getting injured or reduce the likelihood of getting injured. So please do a warm-up. Okay then, I'm going to do my first rep. One more thing. For each rep, you might be able to notice your muscles get a little bit looser and you can go a bit deeper each time. So my first one, I'm not going to go into the full pretzel. I'm going to go just as far as I am comfortable, nice and loose, and then I'm going to tense up. Also, I'm naughty, and I sometimes do it for 20 seconds instead of 10, but between 10 or 20 is fine. I don't know how fast I count. Anyway, let's start my first rep. So a loose pretzel, not super deep for the first one. Just like this. Then count to 20. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I need to tense. 4, 5. You really feel it along your legs and a little bit on your back. Okay, that was about 15 seconds. Now I'm gonna relax out my back a bit. Make sure it's not too tight. And the same with my legs, just loosen them up a little bit. You really feel a stretch along your legs here. Okay, I'll do my second rep this way round so you can see it from multiple angles. So we get a bit deeper into the pretzel, tense up our legs and whatever muscles feel stretched, and hold it for 10 to 20 seconds. This is my second rep. A little bit deeper this time. Whew. I'm tense. You might notice that my breathing has become laboured here and I'm struggling to breathe, but that's not because of the stretch itself, that's just because of the tensing up, so that's okay. You just want to make sure that when you first get into the stretching position that you can still breathe comfortably and you're not stretching too far. Then tense up and a little bit of hard breathing doesn't matter too much. And loosen up after each stretch. 2 reps done. Now for the third set. I'm going to change angle again a little bit so you can really get a good idea of how I'm doing the pose. You can do it all in the same position, of course. Okay, third rep. It doesn't matter which position, which angle you use. I'm just changing slightly for the sake of the viewer so you can get a good idea of how I'm moving my body. And I'm not trying to push my head too far forwards between my legs just yet. For the first 3 or 5, I like to do them kind of loose, and then you feel yourself being able to go deeper as you keep progressing. Feel free to take a break and catch your breath if you need it. Okay. 4th rep. It is quite an intense feeling when you're tensing your muscles up like this, but it will help you to build muscle in all the correct places, which means you'll be able to hold the pose easier in the future, as well as being able to stretch deeper easier, hopefully. I think 15 seconds is a good time to go for, especially when you start getting a bit strained. Catch your breath, make sure you're not hurting yourself. Okay, 5th rep. I'll do it this way now. Notice I'm going a little bit deeper each time. But don't go too deep. If you feel like in pain or like it's a little bit too intense, there's no problem in pulling back a little bit. You'll save time in the long run by not pushing yourself too hard. It takes a long time to recover from pulling a hamstring. I've done it once or twice myself. Really enjoy the shakeout after you've done a good stretch. Okay, we're halfway there. I'm going to take a little break and then I'm going to do my last 5 reps. I'll also move the camera to give you another angle. Make sure you can see my positions well. Okay, now I've caught my breath. I'm going to do my last 5 reps and I'm going to try and get extra deep on these ones because I've only got 5 left to go and I want to make progress. I'm a little bit tight today, but I think I'm doing okay. 5 more. I am pushing myself a little bit here, but I'm not going up to a level 9 or 10 on the pain threshold. I'm making sure it's still comfortable, like I'm not overstraining my muscles. You really don't want to pull anything. That was number 6. And it's perfectly fine to take a long time on the recovery right after a stretch when you're like loosening up and shaking it out. Take as long as you need. Number 7. Really stretch out the legs if they're feeling tight. You don't want to get an injury. Just 3 more to go. It is important to listen to your body, and if at any point you feel like you've done more than you can handle, it's perfectly okay to stop, and definitely the wise choice too. So just don't push yourself. If you feel like you can only do 1 stretch a day, then just do 1. I go for 10 personally, but listen to your body. I'm going red. If you feel like it's too much for you and you only want to do 5 out of 10, that's totally fine, or however many you can do. I like to try and go for 10 though, so I'm going to do 2 more to finish it off. Even though I'm pretty tired, but I really want to get better at getting deeper into the stretch. Okay, number 9. Damn it, Jess from the past, you just repeated what I said. But yeah, don't go too hard if you don't need to. Just 1 more to go now, and I'm really going to loosen up and make sure I've got all my breath back so I can really go into a nice deep one for the last one. I know my breathing is I'm breathing kind of fast, and that's because of the tensing up. It's not like a normal stretch. Plus, the position kind of restricts your lungs a little bit. So I think it's okay. But ideally, you'd still have a relaxed breath. A few deep breaths and then I'll do the final one. Okay, last rep. I'll change position a little bit for you so it's not too boring. Doing this technique does seem to work for increasing your ability to stretch, just from straining your muscles and helping your body to reproduce them and build them back stronger. I'm quite happy with this new technique. And like I said, I think 2 times a week is the perfect amount. And that's 10 out of 10. And final stretch out. And you want to do a worn down too. Now I'm all sweaty and gross. But that's what I do twice a week. And you can really feel it in your legs where it hurts. That's where you're getting stretched out the most. Once you're done, even though you're hot and sweaty, you still want to stand up, do a little bit of a dance and shake out your muscles and make sure you're not getting them stuck in a tight sitting position for too long. And I think that's about it for this video. So, thanks very much for watching. I hope this helps, and feel free to leave any comments or suggestions down below if you happen to be an expert at yoga or stretching, or just really enjoy doing what I enjoy doing too, and have any tips for me, let me know. And if not, I hope this helps. Thanks for watching. Bye.